Fuego Beats Radio, back speaking with Noah Silver, talking about a lot of things, man. He's breaking it down, and the dude is, like I said, I'm like, wow, you know, because the guy is very knowledgeable about a lot of different things. I haven't even asked him about business stuff, but I can see it. Like, I can just see this guy, Noah, is yo, y'all gonna see him up in lights very soon, if not in the next couple of hours. Like, see, I'm that serious. I'm not even like just talking. Like, it's not just about, you know, the fact that your music is as good as it is, but just the way you are, you know, the humbleness that I see, the dedication, you know, your work ethic. You know, I see it in your songs and just from speaking with you for these few minutes.
Well, thank you. I mean, honestly, dedication is, to me, the biggest factor of success. You know, if you push yourself 200% to keep getting better and getting better and getting better, you're going to get better. Yeah. You know, that's the biggest part. And it's not everything. You know, as you said, you know, there's a lot of business that's involved, and you have to make, you know, the smartest decisions you can at when certain opportunities come up. Yeah. But yeah, you know, like, it just, you know, this may be a really lame example, but have you? There's this anime show called Naruto, and I don't really watch anime that much anymore. But for anybody who's ever seen this show, this kid Naruto, he's the main character. He starts off just like everybody in the village just hates him, just hates this kid, and he's not very talented. And just he's really just shunned by the entire village. And throughout the series, like, he winds up constantly beating all these odds against him because he's just got unending stamina. Like, all these people who are so much more talented than him wind up fighting this kid, and he beats them because he just keeps getting up and getting up and getting up. Eventually, you know, there comes a point where, like, he manages to overcome the odds because he keeps getting up and going back into it. You know, and that's how I feel how it is with music. You know, like, I'm certainly not, you know, the most talented musician ever. Nowhere near it. I know so many other musicians that are so much more talented than I am. But, you know, I never stop thinking about how I can make my music better and try to be more successful. And that's just why, you know, I'm getting where I am. And, you know, I've got so much further to go, for sure. But I'm not going to stop until I get there. And even if I do get there, I'm not going to stop then, because I'm sure there's going to be even more I can go, you know?
No, that's really good, you know. A question I did have is, you know, you said you're from Silver Springs, right? Maryland?
Well, I live in Silver Spring now. I grew up in D.C. proper, near American University.
Oh, okay. So how is how is your community, as far as fan base? Like, are they supporting you? Or
yeah, I mean, you know, it's tricky. The issue these days is, you know, back, I guess, maybe like 15 years ago or so, at least from the way I hear it, I'm not that old, but what it sounded like was back like 15, 20 years ago, say it's a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday night, and you've got a show at a certain venue, right? There would be all these people who would come to the show, just because they know that the venue books good music, and they just want to go out and check out some new bands, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Whereas these days it's a little different. Basically, you have to have really good recordings, and then people listen to your recordings, you know, before the show, and if they happen to like your sound, then maybe they'll come out and see your show. But it's kind of flipped on its back a little bit. You know, you really had to push your music and have some really good recordings beforehand in order to get people to come out to see, you know, your music. And like I said, it's not as bad because recording now, like I said, to get a good recording is a lot less expensive than it was back then. But, that's just the way it is, and, there's not much we can do to change it. But, you just got to work it the way things are now.
Okay. And also speaking about venues, which I guess which venues have you performed locally in the DMV area? If there's so many, you could just highlight a few that you've done.
Sure. Locally in DC, I guess some of the more fun ones I've done. I played the Rock and Roll Hotel back a little bit before Christmas. What else did I play? I played the National Cherry Blossom Festival a couple years ago. I played Comet Ping Pong. I'm trying to think. I took a little bit of a hiatus from playing shows. I guess about 6 months or so, and before then, just because I was working on recordings. But yeah, those are some of the fun ones.
Okay, cool. And you've done like out of the area stuff too, like out of another state, overseas, or anything?
Oh yeah, I played Philly a good few times. I've got some fans out there and some friends out there. I played Doc Watson's, although I don't think they're around anymore, which is a shame. They were a fun venue. I also played World Cafe Live one time, which was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've done some little acoustic shows up in Boston, New York, Florida, California, just here and there. But those were more just for fun, because I just wanted to travel around a bit and just play some music in some different places.
No, that's really good right there. I mean, that sounds like you're well rounded and everything. And as far as you did different type areas, you did just you're not just strictly local. You're trying to move around a lot. And that's a real good thing right there. Do you have any? I guess you could say. You know what? I'm gonna save this question for. Well, actually, no, I won't. What which artist, I guess is your influence you the most, or is there any? It could be a person. Not necessarily have to be an artist, but is there any? That influences you to or got you started, or anything like that?
Yeah. Well, my all-time favorite band is definitely hands down Sublime.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Bradley, and you can definitely hear it in a lot of my songs. Bradley Noel, he was just he had the most remarkable melodies and just such a soothing, soulful voice. It's just impossible to duplicate what he had. And as soon as I heard Sublime when I was just a teenager, immediately I was hooked. And then as I started getting to college, I got into a lot of more of their not as famous songs and stuff, and just completely fell in love with them. Their music is just so amazing. After Sublime, there's a few bands that I'm really into, and I've actually had the fortune to collaborate with them. There's a band that was big in California, in the Oakland area back in the 90s. They were called the KGB. The lead singer of that, his name was Toby, and now he's in a project called Pale Boy. He does a lot more hip hop kind of stuff.
Okay.
But his music he's just an incredibly talented songwriter. And I guess a couple of years ago, I got to collaborate with him on a couple songs. One of them is called Lila Tove. I released it and the remix he did of it on an EP last October. The EP is called Werewolf. It's actually available for free on my Bandcamp.
Okay.
NoahSilvermusic.bandcamp.com, I believe, and it's up for free on there if you want to check it out.
Okay.
And then a couple other bands that I'm really into. No More Kings. They had the top video on YouTube for a week in 2006. This guy, his name is Pete Mitchell. He's the lead singer and the songwriter. He's just a fun guy. He's really cool, and he wrote this song called "Sweep the Leg," which is about Johnny from the Karate Kid, and he had a video that had the entire living male cast of the Karate Kid in it.
Wow!
It's really, really, really cool, and
wow.
I guess back in 2006, I saw this video, and I just really got into his music. And maybe about 4 or 5 months ago, I contacted him, and And yeah, he did a couple remixes for me, and they're going to be on this upcoming album. And the other band I'm really, really into is called Modern Science. They're a couple guys from Las Vegas, and they're also extremely talented. And they've just got a lot of really fun funk rock songs, and they did a few remixes for me too that are going to be on the upcoming album. So yeah, those are really my main influences. Sublime, the KGB / Paleboy, No More Kings, and Modern Science. Those guys, if you haven't heard their stuff yet, definitely go check them out. They're very, very talented, and they've got a lot of original music, and they're just fun bands.
No, that's great right there. I mean, I'm definitely aware of Sublime. You know, that's one of the.
Oh yeah, who isn't, right?
You already know.
I'm always shocked when I run into somebody, say at like a bar or something, and like somehow it comes up and it's like, hey, do you like Sublime? And they're like, no, I don't really like Sublime. And this happens maybe like I've maybe met like 3 or 4 people in my life that have ever said that they don't like Sublime.
Dude,
and I look at it and my jaw just kind of drops. Like,
let me
really?
let you know. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I gotta drop my man Mark, man. That's like my best friend right there. I got 2 best friends, and that's one of them, Mark. He played bass guitar, or actually plays bass guitar, and this dude used to. I was big on. I only like hip hop. I only do hip hop. Like when I was growing up, I was just hip hop. And you know, my brother played in rock bands. Like, I mean, he's opened up for Led Zeppelin and a couple others. So it's like all I cared about was hip hop. So my boy Mark made me like sit through. He kind of tricked me into like staying the night at his house because, you know, girls and all. So I went the whole night. Like,
that's always a good reason, right?
So yeah, Sublime, Slightly Stupid, and some other one. And I'm like, yo, the Sublime was like, damn, this dude is like really big on them. And he got me really like more open-minded, you know? And after that, I was like, wow, I was...
Let me guess. Did he play... Were you really hooked on Summertime? Was that the one?
Oh, my God. Okay, let's not get into it. Because we'll go on for hours. It was crazy, though. I was like, man... Because I didn't think, you know, I would appreciate something else. And he just was like, man... Because he's like everything. Like, he, you know, my friend, he like every type of music, you know? So I was like, okay... Well, let's hear this, you know, and I'm stuck because I'm at your house. I can't go nowhere. So I have to listen. But it's, you know, I really do, you know, appreciate them, definitely. But I am going to check out those others that you named for sure because that seems real interesting. And, you know, like I said, I'm believing everything you're saying. So I'm going to check them out for sure. You guys definitely need to hit Noah up. And check out his website. It's I believe it's NoahSilvermusic.com.
Yep, NoahSilvermusic.com, or if you're on Facebook, Facebook.com/NoahSilvermusic. And yeah, I've got some free songs on Bandcamp. And if you happen to like any of the songs, definitely shoot me a message. I'd love to talk to you and hear what you think about it. You know. Got you.
And we're gonna go right now, take a short break, and go to another track, and then we're gonna finish up. And this is Noah Silver, everybody, so pay attention, and as I always say, stay connected. All right.
Mama gave me a simple name, 2 eyes, 10 toes, she raised me so I turn out well behaved. Now mama's gone, the search was on, and date by mate the years grew long, until the day I saw your foxy face. Oh baby, I give them my ears for you, 'cause I know I'd still be hearing music. I give them my ears for you. What I need, I give them my ears for you, 'cause I know you still love me without them. I give them my ears for you. Oh sugar, I give them my ears for you. Coming home from work's a breeze, dinner's waiting, then we seasons, they come but go. 'Cause baby, you're like Midas, turn my blues into gold. I'd give up my ears for you, 'cause I know I'd still be hearing music. I'd give up my ears for you. Ooh, baby, you got what I need. I'd give up my ears for you, 'cause I know you still love me without them. I'd give up my ears for you. Ooh, sugar, I'd give up my ears for you. And you know there ain't no wave in the sea stopping me from making sure